Hi, I'm Enlightenment 444. I've got another video for you real quick. I'm going to use I think it's Arcanum Tarot. They're pre-shuffled. I use them all the time. But I'm going to use this tarot deck. And you know what I was thinking? No, you don't. I was actually thinking that we always show brand new decks, or a lot of us do. And I'm thinking that maybe we should go back through and some of our favorites, show you those. Because I got the shadow side of these cards. And they're a little dark for me, but they're beautiful, and I think you should see them because they're not real easy to find. And I've just got a lot of different decks, not only tarot, but Oracle too, that I think you'd probably really enjoy. So I'm probably going to do that. Anyway, I wanted to tell you today about everybody has a different idea on reading cards. A lot of people are real strict to stand by exactly what I guess the Rider-Waite Smith version of the meaning of the cards is, I guess. And frankly, my memory just isn't that good to remember everything. Now, Tarot Oracle, I'm sure you know who that is, has put out a book called Tarot Guidance that you can get on Etsy. And he goes through every card and reversed and kind of gives you a more simple way of reading cards. I've just started the book and I'm gonna get through it and see if it helps me, though I've been reading for a while. I could always use more help. But what I was saying was that I had the cards upside down. I want to get something that's, I've somehow gotten a lot of different cards mixed up. Let's see if I've got something from every suit. Yeah, I have, and a major. No, yes, I have. Okay. So, let's just say that here's the Eight of Wands. Now, my idea of that, knowing that wands are action-oriented and that kind of thing, I would say that, I mean, like, I feel, when I look at wands, I feel hurried. So, I would say that this person in here is making a play at something and doing it quickly. See, that person has a bow and arrow as well as the other wands going into the air. So that would say to me that whoever was, whoever I was reading for was starting off in a big hurry. And then go on to say, okay, I love the Tower cards, and this is a Tower card. And then things just really came tumbling down. You know, it's on fire. It's wrecked. So you might want to slow down. And I know this is growth or wealth or something like that, the Pentacles. So I would say, or home, I would probably look at this as being more of a growth kind of a thing, that you're in a precarious situation. You made it out of the fire, but you're still in a precarious situation because the way that his legs up here, and he doesn't have full control of the Pentacles, and it looks like he's fixing to fall. So that leads me to believe that he's in a precarious situation. He needs to watch out, and or it's a she. And she's smiling. She's smiling about this. So I guess she thinks she's got it down. That would make a difference in how I read it, that I'm saying she's smiling about it. So she must think that she's got it under control. So don't be in such a rush, or you're gonna find yourself completely jacked up. But you will come out of it on the other side with some stability. Even though I wouldn't immediately think stability for the Two of Pentacles, but with this one, because of her face, because of the way she's standing sure-footed on rock, yeah, I'm going to say stability. But then watch out. Because, let me see if I can get it closer without it being too close. This guy is sinister. And he is taking the swords, leaving two behind because he apparently can't carry them all, which is the Seven of Swords. And swords talk about communication and emotion. So I'm saying that this little earthbound growth thing that's going on needs to watch out, because if they don't keep their communication open, somebody's gonna come in and just, I want to say steal them blind, but to grab their growth. I mean, to completely take their communicative power away from them, and they won't have their passion for the growth that they've had in here, and it will go by the wayside. Now, that's kind of a sad message, really. I really don't like seeing get the Seven of Swords, but there's still two swords left. And there are a lot of people that can do a lot with one sword, much less two. So I would just say, if I were doing a reading for someone, I mean, I don't even know what question there to ask. I didn't even think about that. This was just a spur of the moment video that I was thinking about. Was that they were coming on in maybe their spiritual growth, and it was fast and rapid. You know, they had a spiritual awakening or something of deception, and it was fast and strong and wonderful and amazing, and then they had hit a dark night of the soul, and everything felt like it was falling apart. But growth comes back in. You know, where there's fire, there always comes back. I mean, it's so bleak and awful after a fire, but trees and grass and stuff tend to grow so much better after a fire. And this girl is saying, I'm doing well. I'm fine. I've got control of the situation. In fact, she's got both hands firmly planted on those pinnacles. So she's got that. She's got all this coming in, and she's, you know, going to go through this, and then somebody's going to try to steal her joy or her communication, whatever you want to say. But for me right now, I'm seeing somebody is going to try to steal that smile off her face. But she's going to get one of those swords that he left and wield a sword of truth and get back her spirituality. Now, that's just 4 cards, but that's how I like to read cards. And in all honesty, it's different with different decks. These are pre-shuffled. The Hermit. Yeah, upside down too, and I'm not going to read them upside down. 6 of Cups. Oh no, they're all messed up. Strength. And Page of Swords. So, again, was the Hermit tell us that we're, you know, by just knowledge, you know that the Hermit is taking yourself away from all the crap that's going on and just being with yourself. I mean, I could continue this story by saying, you know, she takes the sword, she goes within herself and really connects with herself. And I don't really see anything in this card that would make me think anything differently of the Hermit. Not me. I mean, it's snowy and there's scraggly trees, and in the background I think there's some, like a town or something, but he's out away from everything. There's not another bird around, but he's got the lantern to show him his way when he's ready. Anyway, the 6 of Cups. Well, They're beautiful. They've got roses in them, and all of these with sunflowers behind. But he's standing on the cup that does not have a flower in it. There's a couple of birds flying overhead, and there's these trees here, and I'm not real sure what all that is, but there are these trees here. So by looking at this and seeing the petals on the ground, I really am thinking that he's being stingy. He's being protective over that one cup because it doesn't have a full, it doesn't have a flower in it. He's just seems to be kind of unhappy with making sure that those flying birds don't come down and get his stuff, but he seems to be unhappy with that cup not having a flower in it. So that's how I read it. The strength to me always says infinite possibilities, but it also says that I am powerful because, not because I'm big, not because I'm muscular, not because I've got a big gun, not because I am powerful, because I am infinitely a piece of this universe, a part of stardust. It makes me powerful, and nothing's gonna eat me. He's standing on the lion's head. The lion's growling. He's not growling, really. He's not upset. He could have eaten that bird any time. And with any other card that shows a strength card, they could eat them any time. But they don't, because you are starseed. You are infinite. You are powerful. You are strength. The Page of Swords. Well, he's in such a rush, he's losing his feathers. He's got something to say, and he wants to say it in a hurry. And as you can see, he's going as fast as he can go. So I'd say that he's got something to say, and he wants to say it in a hurry. Now, that may not be the meaning of these cards by the book, but that's the meaning to me. And I can see where a story can flow from these down here into this easily through intuition. And I think that's what I want to say most of all before I close out, is that intuition is really what you should use when you're reading cards. You can know the cards backwards and forwards and do probably a really good reading. But when you have your intuition guiding you and you're looking at the cards and seeing what the cards mean to you within the story, then that to me is what is right. Listen to Spirit. Let Spirit guide you. and do whatever it feels right for you. Just, if I could urge you to do anything, it would be follow your intuition, listen to spirit. And if you don't understand what that means, it just means follow your intuition. By that, I mean follow your gut feeling on what something is saying. And I believe you'll have the best kind of reading. Anyway, I just thought I would put this one together real quickly, and I've probably gone a little bit longer than I meant to, but that's okay, because I hope you enjoyed it, and I've got a couple of other videos that I'd like to do that I'll probably do in the next few days. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe, and come back for my next video. Bye-bye.